What's up, guys? It's your girl Shay here, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. I feel like I said that at the beginning of every video. I want to make sure I don't forget it this time. And as you can see by the title of this video, I'm actually going to be going over the anime that I watched and the manga that I read for the month of July, because I know that before I used to do reviews every single time I finished an anime or I finished a manga, but yeah, I decided why not just do a monthly kind of like review at the end or beginning of each month of what I read and watched the previous month, and give you just a little bit of a rundown of how I pretty much felt about it, and probably give you guys a rating on how I felt about all these anime I watched and the manga that I read. And I'm gonna do my own little rating system, which is a pretty much, you know, how about 5 stars? Instead of 5 stars, it's gonna be 5 Shay smiles instead. How about that? You know, just do something a little bit different. But I have to say that honestly, for the month of July, I only really finished one actual anime series, and I mostly watched a lot of anime movies, and I only finished one manga in the month of July. But who cares? I had a lot of fun watching what I watched and reading what I read, so why not just give you guys, you know, a review, tiny review, I guess, on what I watched and what I read. So what I started out watching was, like I said, a lot of anime movies. And 2 of these anime movies I actually did do a review on, so check those out. But the first one that I watched was called A Whisker Away, and it was about a girl that kind of turns into a cat, or she decides to live her life as a cat after going through some like unrequited or love heartbreak with a guy in her class. So she decides it'd be a lot easier for her to live as a cat. I honestly really did enjoy this movie. It gave me a lot of Spirited Away kind of vibes, and it gives you kind of a lesson of like, you know, thinking the grass is greener on the other side, but then kind of regretting those decisions. So I definitely recommend watching it. It is on Netflix, so if you want to check it out, they do have a sub and a dubbed. I watched it dub, and I honestly really enjoyed it. So I would honestly say that I would honestly give this this movie 4 out of 5 Shay smiles. So yeah, definitely check it out. I definitely recommend it. The next movie I watched was Mirai, also on Netflix, and I also watched it dub. And this movie was pretty much about a boy by the name of Kun, who pretty much is kind of adjusting to life as no longer being the only child. He ends up getting a younger sister, and he kind of has to deal with his parents kind of showing more attention to his younger sibling than to him. And along the way, he kind of ends up coming across kind of some ghosts from the family and pets, and, you know, an older version of his sister, kind of teaching him how to be more independent, and kind of having to deal with the woes of now being having a sibling. So I have to say, I also did enjoy this because it kind of explored the realm of sibling jealousy, and kind of having to, you know, adjust to that as an older sibling, adjusting to now having a younger sibling, and having to adjust to a younger sibling, as well as having to adjust to this responsibility of now being told, like, hey, you have to protect your younger sibling. I didn't have to really deal with that just because I am the younger sibling, so I do have an older brother. But I did kind of find it interesting how they did explore this sibling jealousy or sibling rivalry that kind of comes about when you do have a child adjusting to that kind of a change. I have to say, honestly, though, I have to give this movie also 4 out of 5 Shay smiles. So yeah, definitely, once again, check it out. It's on Netflix, so it's pretty easy for you to be able to watch. The third and final anime movie that I actually watched was Kuroko's Basketball: The Last Game. Now, I actually forgot that Kuroko's Basketball actually had a movie to it, and it wasn't until my fiance actually said, hey, do you want to watch this movie? Because he had already seen it, but he was like, I think you'll enjoy it. And since I had like totally was obsessed with Kuroko's Basketball at one point, I was like, bring it on, let's watch it. So we totally watched it, and I have to say I really did enjoy it. The main premise of this movie is that you have an American basketball team coming to play in Japan, and they totally disrespect Japan to the fullest. And then you have, of course, the Syrian basketball team, and also the Generation of Miracles kind of coming together and forming this like super team, and they're deciding to verse against these American basketball players. Absolutely enjoyed it. The moves were amazing. Took me right back to the reason why I enjoyed and loved Kuroko's Basketball in the first place, and of course the eye candy was of course there as well. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I found the accents kind of a little bit funny, but otherwise it was a cool little movie. I have to give this movie though out of 5 Shay smiles. I just thought it was amazing. I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. So yeah, definitely check it out. It is on VRV. It's on Crunchyroll. There is no dub to this. It is only subtitled, but otherwise, I think you'll still enjoy it. So the one and only anime series I watched was Japan Sinks 2020. Now, I had been hearing kind of a little bit about this show. It's on Netflix. It is also subbed or dubbed. I decided to watch it dubbed because I'm lazy, and if something is dubbed, I will watch it dubbed. But it is dubbed on Netflix, and it's fairly new, actually. So I heard some stuff about it, but it wasn't until I actually saw the preview of it on Netflix while going through Netflix to watch something else that I then decided, okay, it is time to watch this. It's like 10 episodes, super short, actually 10 or 12 episodes. I can't remember. It's one of the two, but it's super short. My fiance and I was able to binge watch it within like a few hours because it had us hooked. Each episode had like a cliffhanger, so you were like, I have to see what happens next. And it was kind of sad. It did make me cry at some moments, like angry tears, but it was honestly a really, really good show. Definitely highly recommend it. It's kind of on par with a lot of other disaster anime I've watched, which I've made a video about as well. Kind of put me in the realm of like Tokyo Magnitude 8.0 because both kind of deal with earthquakes, although with Japan Sinks it deals with a lot of other phenomena that's happening in Japan that's causing it to sink. So yeah, definitely recommend checking it out. I also give this show 5 out of 5 Shay smiles because, like, why not? I enjoy those kind of like disaster movies and disaster shows. I shouldn't, but I do. So yeah, definitely recommend checking out all of those series that I mentioned. 3 out of 4 of them are on Netflix, so please check it out because Netflix is in this anime game. So yeah, definitely check it out. And the last one, of course, was Kuroko Basketball, which is on VRV. But yeah, check that out too. And the only manga that I actually was able to finish during this month, and then you guys know I'm still reading Love Hina. I have not finished it yet. I'm only on the 5th volume out of like 14, so I'm still trying to get through that. But I did finish Fushigi Yugi Genbu Kaiden. Now, I've watched the Fushigi Yugi series, so I didn't know that there was actually a prequel manga to that, which was this series. And I didn't hear about it until I actually, on my Instagram, follow a lady or a girl, a woman, by the name of Bunny Choi. I will actually link her Instagram down below. She has an amazing Instagram page, and for her birthday during the month of July, she decided to do like a every other day kind of Instagram post, and then at the end it was a readathon to read Fushigi Yugi Genbu Kaiden. So I decided to participate because, like, why not? She's an amazing, Instagrammer. I absolutely love her content. So I was just like, I've never read this series, so I'm gonna check it out. So I decided to read it, and I finished it within a week. I read usually like 2 to like 1.5 volumes a day. So I literally finished this this manga yesterday. It was amazing. And pretty much what it is about a girl by the name of Takiko who was pretty much sucked into the book of the 4 gods. And she becomes the priestess that is supposed to basically raise the god Genbu. And she has to basically get all 7 other celestial warriors. And it's kind of her journey, as well as kind of a journey inwardly of herself as well, because she is dealing with in the manga the death of her mother, as well as this weird relationship she kind of has with her father. And I enjoyed it. I was like sucked in from the very beginning. I couldn't wait to get to the next volume, although I had to stave off that I didn't like binge read this within one day. But I definitely recommend it. I also recommend the sequel to that, which is Fushigi Yugi as well, which is already out, has a manga and has an anime as well. And I think this is supposed to be a middle story as well that's supposed to take place after Genbu Kaiden, but before Fushigi Yugi. I believe that is the case. I don't think it's out yet, but that is the case. But if you want to read Fushigi Yugi Genbu Kaiden, it is available on the Viz Media manga app. That is where I did read this manga. It is available on there. You have to pay $6.99 per volume, and then the monthly subscription to Viz Media's manga app is $1.99 a month. Definitely recommend it. It is a super good manga. It's a super good app to read off of, so definitely highly recommend it. But that is pretty much what I have read just for this month. And I have to say, for Fushigi Yugi Genbu Kaiden, it also gets 5 out of 5 Shay smiles, because I loved the romance in it, I loved the action, and I honestly really wish that there was an anime attached to this, because I would watch it super quick. Now, there are other anime that I'm currently watching. I'm currently watching Hakuoki. There is an anime game that I'm currently playing, which is also Hakuoki, which is the otome for that. And I'm also watching, at this point, The God of High School as well, like trying to keep up with it. And I'm also watching an idol anime that is on Funimation. I have not finished any of those, as well as the manga I'm reading is, of course, Love Hina, which I also have not finished. So hopefully I'll have that for you guys for an August, like, wrap up. So yeah, I'm gonna start these out every single month, or put out a video like this every first Monday of the month, which will be of what I read the previous month. So this video will be up on Monday, and it will be a July wrap up of what I read and watched for July. So yeah, definitely check out these videos every month. I hope you guys enjoy these over the reviews I would do after I finish the series. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Of course, I have links down below to all my social media accounts. I have an Instagram, a Twitter, a blog, so please check me out on there. And of course, like always, please give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and in today's day and age, stay healthy and stay safe. All right, you guys. Bye.